Let's get it, y'all. You finally went gray rock. You finally stopped crying. You finally stopped yelling, and you're giving them nothing. But instead of leaving you alone, they are acting more insane than ever. They're blowing up your phone. They're showing up at your job. They're coming to your house, your work. They're following you and stalking you. They started a smear campaign. They're spreading lies. You think you failed. I'm telling you, as a diagnosed narcissist, that you did not fail. You're winning. It might not feel like it when you got somebody stalking you or following you, right? But you're winning. And this is what we refer to as the extinction burst. Like, stick around today, and that's what we're going to talk about, y'all. Because if you cave right now, if you give in right now, if you break your silence, if you break no contact, you're just training that toxic, narcissistic person to be more toxic. Ooh, intros. y'all see the self-love shirt. These are about to be back on the shop in a little bit. But yeah, shop.mentalhealness.net. But y'all, let's get it. What is up, y'all? That's what we're talking about today, y'all. The extinction burst and leaving narcissistic people alone. Like being able to escape that dynamic. Of course, if you're new here, Lee Hammock, diagnosed narcissist. And welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code, y'all. We're going to hop right into it. Think about this as like a vending machine. I put $1 in. I get a soda. I get some snacks. I get some Fritos, whatever y'all like, chili cheese Fritos, right? That dollar is your reaction. One day, I put $1 in and nothing. Nothing. If you don't react, if you don't give them a reaction, if you don't give them any power, they're wasting energy. They're wasting it. Narcissistic people are searching for a reaction, right? They want you to react. So if I'm putting something in, I want something back. It's all transactional. Even the abuse is transactional. I know that sounds crazy as hell, but think about it like this. The abuse is transactional. If I'm doing something to you, I want some type of reaction, right? So if I put that $1 in and I get nothing back out, I as a narcissist, I don't just say, oh, well, try again another day. No, I get frustrated. I kick the damn vending machine. I'm shaking and rattling that damn thing now. I'm angry as hell. I scream at it. I shake it. I do what I need to do. Either give me my money back or give me my snack. Give me my reaction. Some narcissists might even try to tip the machine over and get physical with it, right? You see what I'm saying? That's what happens right here. I'm not doing that because the machine is bad, right? I'm doing it because I want my reaction. I want my soda. I want my snacks. I am shaking you right now to see if I can force a reaction out of you. This is why I tell people to control your reactions. It is, like I said, if you're able to control your reactions, you can do anything with a narcissist or toxic person. You can achieve anything and everything because you have the power. Your reactions are your power. It really is. Like, so when you go gray rock, when you go no contact, or when you go yellow rock or whatever, go low contact, that helps you out. That protects you. You are in control. You have the power. You have you have the energy right here. I want it. As a narcissist, I want that. I want it. I want the power. I want all of this stuff right here. That's what I'm saying. Don't break your silence, or sometimes they will. They're gonna escalate regardless, y'all. They're going to do it. Think about it like that. They're going to do it anyway. They are going to do it anyway. So you might as well get something out of it for yourself, right? They're going to do it anyway. So that's why you think about it like this. But Lee, why does it escalate when you go when I go silent, when I go no contact? Why does it escalate when I gray rock? I'm not even dealing with them anymore. I'm not even talking to them or engaged with them. I'm not giving them any type of emotional energy. So why does it escalate? I'm glad you asked. So come in here. Get into the mind of a narcissist real quick, y'all. For a narcissist, your silence feels like a threat to our existence, right? Your silence feels like a threat to our existence. If I can't get you to love me, I'll make you hate me. I want something from you. As long as I get something out of you, I don't care what it is. I have to get something out of you. Hate, love, something. Some type of energy from you. I need some type of energy source from you. It's transactional, remember? If it's transactional, I need something for. I don't do something for nothing. I don't do something for nothing. Remember the other day's video? Every time I do something, I keep score. Narcissists keep score. But y'all go back and watch my video about the aging narcissists. They keep score. They do something for every time they do something, they want something back. So I want something from you. So when you're gray rocking or you're doing this or you're doing that, I need something for you. And when you give me a reaction, whatever it is, guess what? I know I still got power. I'm like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank Lord. I still have power now. I still have the energy. I still have everything I need. I still have everything going for me. I still have all of this going for me right now. That's where it goes right there. And you see the mentality that so many people are facing with narcissistic people, right? This is where it goes on. So in order to get that reaction, in order to get that narcissistic supply or that validation, to make sure I still have power, to make sure I still have some type of control, like I need to do something for it, right? So the extinction burst is the last. It's kind of like the death rattle, the narcissist, the death rattle of a narcissist ego. You know what the death rattle is, right? Y'all know the first time, sidebar, come over here. The first time I heard the death rattle, I saw it on the screen. It was I was watching one of the Star Wars movie when they choked out Jabba the Hutt, and it's like death rattle because they choked. I think Princess Leia had choked him out. He's like, and it said death rattle. It's the last sounds you make, right? It's the last sounds of the ego. So, in order to keep my ego alive, I will pull out every trick in the book. The fake heart attack, the fake panic attack, fake injuries, fake hair falling out, fake emergency, fake something right here, right? I need something. Throwing up, farting, shitting everywhere, whatever it is, right? I'll even promise to change. If me throwing up and farting everywhere doesn't work, I'll promise to change. I'll promise to go to church. And guess what happens if that doesn't work? Now comes the threat of the smear campaign, right? Now I'm going to ruin. If you don't come back to me, I'm just going to ruin your damn life. How about that? How about that? How about that? If you don't come back to me, I'm just going to ruin your damn life. How about that? How about that, huh? That's what it goes into right there, y'all. So that's what you got to work on, man. Like I said, controlling those reactions. Gray rocking is perfect for controlling your reactions. But again, y'all, you already know gray rocking can set them off. If I'm not getting something, I get pissed off. Like, that's why, like, some people will say gray rocking can become dangerous because they'll look at you like you're crazy. Gray rocking pretty much is like, yeah, whatever. Good job. You become boring as a gray rock. Could become boring as a rock, right? And sometimes the narcissist can feel like you're being antagonistic towards them and they can get pissed off and explode, right? Some of y'all know that, right? So here's the part that I need you to hear. If you give in during the death rattle or the extinction burst, you just taught me exactly how much drama it takes to break you. If you cave after I blow up your phone 50 times, you just told me 49 calls is enough, but 50 works. Next time I'll start at 50, right? If you respond after the 100th text message and you haven't blocked me, guess what? I know it takes 100 text messages. If you call me and tell me to leave you alone after I pop up at your work, but you didn't call the police, guess what? I know popping up at your house or at your work or wherever, I know that works to get a reaction from you. You see what I'm saying? That's what happens right there. That I know that works right there, yo. I know that it works. So again, I know y'all love my analogy about the dogs pooping in the house because I've been getting a lot of comments about that. You're teaching the dog that it's okay to shit in the house, right? If you want to train a dog, you take it outside and you reward it for pooping outside. You don't reward it for pooping on the carpet. So the dog is going to be like, I just pooped on the carpet. I just pissed on the carpet. And guess what? If you give it a treat, guess what it's going to do? It's going to keep pooping on the carpet. Take it outside. Take Mr. Mittens outside or Mr. Snuffles outside, Mrs. Snuffles outside right there, right? Because that's what you need. You don't want to train them to be horrible people. You want to train them that you know you have a limit, like you have a limit to reach, because they'll reach that limit every single time. Matter of fact, they look. If it takes 50 calls for you to answer, guess what I'm going to do? I'm just going to keep calling you. Doop, 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 doop. I'm just going to keep doing that, right? I'm going to start accusing you of stuff. You must be talking to somebody else. You're not talking to me, so you must be talking to somebody else because you don't know when to shut the hell up. So I know you talking to somebody else. You can't just be alone, right? That's when the accusations come. That's when the smear campaign comes. You don't answer the call on that 50th time, guess what? I'm going to start reaching out to your friends and family and accuse you of cheating. I think she's cheating on me. I think he's got somebody else. If y'all had that happen before, they start reaching out to your friends and family, or I'll start posting stuff on social media about being cheated on and being heartbroken. Guess what? Your friends and family members might see that, or you might see it, and then you reach out. If that's what it takes for me to lie online to get you to reach out, guess what? I'll keep lying online, right? So in conclusion, y'all, when it gets the loudest, that's when you have to be the most silent. Of course, use discretion, because y'all know some of these bastards are crazy as hell and they will get physical with you, right? Of course, use discretion. This little extinction burst, this death rattle, it only lasts as long as I think it might work, right? If I'm crying, like if I'm crying and farting, throwing up or whatever in the corner, as long as you come over there and console me, I'm going to keep crying and farting in the corner as long as it takes for you to come over there. Once I realize that this machine, or this vending machine, is broken, and no soda or no snacks, no Skittles, no little Debbie cakes, no Swiss rolls are going to come out again, no Swiss roll is coming out of the machine again, I'll eventually go and find a new vending machine. So sometimes they'll discard you, right? If you gray rock the rockiest and grayest, guess what? They'll discard you and go find somebody else, right? So you got to stay strong, you got to stay boring, and don't give them that dollar. Be the wall, y'all. Just seriously. And guess what? I know some people are just like, well, Lee, I thought gray rocking would make them change. You don't gray rock to make them change, right? You gray rock to protect your own mental health. Gray rocking is not even about them. All this stuff is about you. I know it seems like you're doing this to the narcissistic person, but you're doing this for yourself, right? You're not doing this to them. You're doing this for you. Once you kind of reconfigure that in your head, it helps you heal. It helps you moving forward, right? It helps you as you're trying to go forward on your journey and feel good about yourself. It really, really does, y'all. So you want to do a one-on-one? No, we're going to do one-on-ones today. Make sure, like I said, I have a brand, the Self-Love brand. It's available at shop.mentalhealness.net. Check out my site, whatever. I got more of these shirts right here coming soon. This is the montage shirt. You see it. It's got strong, all this other good stuff on it. These are coming soon, y'all. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. mentalhealness.net for all things Lee Hammock, coaching, courses, everything. And as always, y'all, Mental Healness is out. Peace.